Alright guys, it is now time for the Berenstain Bears go to camp. By Stan and Berenstain. And here you can read on the bus, Grizzly Bob's Day Camp. And I love how the bus is decorated here. It's so pretty. Anyways, sister and brother were bored. Since it was summer, Mama Bear and Papa Bear decided to send them off to a summer camp. Sister and brother were excited about this, but also a bit nervous. After they took a look at the camp, they did like it. There was a recreation hall. There was a picnic place. And Grizzly Bob announced that after lunch they would all climb up to Spook Hill to Skull Rock. And based on the name, you should probably know that Skull Rock is a rock that looks like a skull. There they will have their special end of camp powwow and sleep out. Now, that was quite a climb for the little campers. That evening, Mama and Papa were excited to know how the cubs liked the camp. Brother said it was nice, but they sure had a lot of rules. Well, of course. That would be for your safety. Sister said, I liked it. They sure have plenty of bandages and stinky stuff for cuts. That is also to keep you safe. But both of them were thinking about one thing. Skull Rock and the end of camp sleep out, especially Sister. The next day was different. Brother had an amazing day. He passed a swimming test and was allowed to ride in a canoe. Sister didn't have the best day. She played dodgeball and some of the cubs threw pretty hard. But the third day, Sister had fun. She got a star for the batch picture frame she made, but Brother hurt his knee in a wheelbarrow race. Then, the next day, they both had fun, which is nice to hear. Sister went swimming, Brother played soccer. They both went for bird watching. Brother played tennis, Sister did pottery. They went fishing and canoeing. They had an amazing time. Almost. Brother got hit in the head with a dodgeball. Sister was still a bit worried about Skull Rock. Papa found the sleeping bags Mama had on the honeymoon. They went on the camp bus in the morning, and brother and sister were sort of ready. The climb up Spook Hill wasn't too hard this time, since they've done it before, even with backpacks. The cubs were strong and tough from their summer of camping. The next day would be their field day, the last day of camp, when the parents would come to see the games and contests and the awards. But for now, all the cubs could think about was the big sleep out. At the end of the day, they finally made it to the top of Skull Rock. And it's quite an interesting rock. Grizzly Bob built a campfire and went into a small cave. When he came out, he was dressed in a beautiful Indian costume. The cubs sat in a semicircle and the powwow began. And it's not that bad. He totally rocks the feathers, by the way. He told the cubs about the great animal spirits. The great grizzly started out as big as a mountain. The soaring eagle who filled the sky, and the mighty salmon whose colors made the rainbow. And those are quite interesting stories. As Grizzly Bob told the stories, the cubs could almost see the wonderful creatures in the night sky. After the powwow, they had nice hot cocoa and honey bread. Then they went to sleep. As soon as they were all fast asleep, even sister. The day after that, brother and sister did very well in the field day games. And they won a lot of awards. Brother got a trophy for making second in the dash. Sister got medals for the deadbear's float and for her bead belt. It was almost the end of summer. School would be starting soon. Brother and sister loved their time at the summer camp. They said that after the day camp, school would be like a vacation. And I'm pretty sure they enjoyed themselves. This is very fun, and I love how they go on all these adventures. if I was a bit younger, I would have definitely gone to that day camp. And if I could locate the day camp, I would. One of the most important parts of this story that I admire is how once they got to Skull Rock, brother and sister weren't so worried about it anymore, and they just enjoyed themselves as they were. I like that part, because it shows that if you don't worry about the little things, you can have an awesome time. I have to say, I love that sunset and the way the bus isn't like a regular school bus or something. There are a lot of those, but here, fully decorated. Can we just appreciate the fact how they took the time to do that? Anyways, I really enjoyed this book, and I hope this review helps others to encourage themselves to read it. I give this book a 10 out of 10 any day.